Hi, I am Rasan Samar Singh. This is my recycling machine video. This recycling machine Java project is a demonstration of a simple recycling machine where you can insert items and you get a receipt from it. And in this video I explain about given assignment activities and how I have achieved them. Let's look at the assignment. It has three parts. In the first part there are two tasks given. The first task is comment the given source code of recycling machine. Let's open the given project in Eclipse IDE. This project is made out of several classes. Portal can create customer panel, receipt item receiver, receipt basis, receipt printer, and simple tester class, which consisting the main method. I have commented each class, the purpose of each class, and also I have commented the purpose of each method. If the method has parameters, I have commented parameters as well. The next task is generating Javadoc of the project. I have created Javadoc here. It can be found within doc folder. In the Javadoc, there is a page for each class. You can open them and you can see detailed description of each class, the purpose of class, purpose of methods, and parameters according to the comments that I have created in the source code. Now, when you run this project, it displays the number of items inserted. There are 4 items inserted and the total price of them. Now let's look at the second part of the assignment. This is a new project, the enhanced version of recycling machine. This recycling machine is able to accept paper bags. That is the first task given. In this project, I have created a class called bag. And the second task is display the name of items on the receipt. To achieve that, I have defined a name for each type. And when you run this project, it prints the name of the items. To do that, I have modified receipt basis class, the compute sum method of receipt basis class. In here we have added the name of each item. And the third task is printer interface that replaces the receipt printer. So I have created a new interface called printer interface, and it has an abstract method called print. And I have implemented this printer interface to receipt printer and to this new class display. Display class has extended JFrame and implements printer interface that I have created. And when you run this project, it displaying receipt on this display class is a JFrame. Let's see the next task. The task 4. Numbering starts with 1 in the receipt. Each item name starts from number 1. In previous project, it was starting with 0, but in this project, I have modified the compute sum method of receipt basis to print numbers starting from 1. In this right here, I have modified the source code to start numbering from 1. When you run it, you get numbering start from 1. The next task, counting the total number of items inserted. To achieve that, I have modified the same method, compute sum. In here, each time user inserts an item, it's counting, and total count is displaying on the receipt. In here. Next task is summary statements to display a summary of the receipt. I have added these lines to compute sum method, and my receipt has a summary statements, the items, quantity of each items, and sum of them, and in the bottom you can find the total number of items and sum of them. Next task, there's a mechanism that detects if the machine is full. So how it achieved? We have modified deposit item receiver class. In deposit item receiver class, there's a constant value called max weight. The value is 5000, and each type has a weight. Each type has a weight. And when user inserts an item, the total weight of inserted items is counted, and when the total weight of inserted items exceeded the maximum weight of the recycling machine, it displays a message, machine is full. Let's see how it works. Let's insert more items to this recycling machine. And let's run it. When you run it, you get this machine is full because it exceeds the capacity of the machine. Now here's the rest of the items. Let's comment them back. And the last task of error messages when wrong item is inserted. Let's see how it displays an error message when we insert a wrong item. Now, for each item, there is a maximum weight and maximum size defined. There's a maximum weight and size defined for each class. And if user tries to insert an item, for an example, this item 4, it's a bag maximum weight is 50, maximum size is 50. So now you see in here the size is exceeded. When we try to run this program, it displays a message invalid bag. So how it works? To do that, I have modified deposit item receiver class. When the weight of item or size of item exceed the specified maximum weight or maximum size of each item, it displays an error message to the user. So that's how I have achieved this task given. Now let's see the third section of the assignment. The third section of the assignment, it is an enhanced version of recycling machine, and there's a GUI. Let's open the given project in Eclipse IDE. There's a GUI. Recycling GUI is the class which consists of a main method and extended with JFrame. And when you run this project, it displays a graphical user interface. Users can insert items and they can print the receipt of the inserted items. Let's see the given activities. Now there's a GUI. We get GUI using this recycling GUI class. It has extended JFrame class, and there are many graphical user interface components like labels, buttons, text fields, radio buttons, and many more. And when we run this project, we get this graphical user interface which consists from text fields, buttons, text areas, radio buttons, and many options. The task 2, first one is the error hitting the receipt printer button without an item inside is fixed. Let's see how it works. To achieve that, to fix this error, if the user hits on receipt print button without inserting any item, it should display an error message because there are no items inside. Can't print a receipt without inserting items. To achieve that, I have modified the print receipt method of deposit item receiver class. If the receipt basis object is not null, this program prints the receipt by using printer object. But if the receipt basis object is null, it will print a warning message to the user by using screen object. Please insert some items. So you will not get any error. Now there are no items inserted. When I click print receipt button, it displays please insert some items. The next task is GUI allowing insert more than one item. Let's see how to insert items. When you insert an item, you have to specify weight and size of each item, because there's a limitation for each item. There's a limitation for weight and size. The maximum weight and maximum size for each type displaying in here. So try to insert few items. I can insert a can. It is an invalid glass bottle because glass bottle maximum size is 60. In here it is 70, so you can't insert it as a glass bottle. Glass bottle received. Another glass bottle, another can. You can insert any number of items into this machine and you can print the receipt. It displaying items and summary of items, how many cans, how many glass bottles, and sum of them and total of them. Now in this GUI it has a feature to switch to a different printer. We have several printers. Receipt printer class, which prints printer interface. It prints receipt on the console. Display class, which prints the receipt in a JFrame. And recycling GUI class implemented printer interface, which prints receipt in a text area. When you run this project, get this interface. Let's insert few items. And in here there's option to switch between these different printers: main UI, display, or console. Those are the classes that we have as printers. You can switch between these options, main UI, and you can click on print receipt button. It prints receipt on the same window in this text area. If you select display option, the receipt will be printed on a JFrame, and if you select console, your receipt will be printed on the console. In here, receipt has printed on the console. And this GUI provides a summary statement. You can see the summary of the receipt, item names, quantity of them, and sum of them, and the total. This is the summary. And this GUI checks if the machine is full. Let's see how it works. Let's insert more items until it exceeds the maximum capacity of the machine. I'm going to insert several crates. and you see in here the status. There are many crates inside, and here now we can't insert crates anymore because the machine is full. Let's see how we have achieved that. In the project, there's a class called deposit item receiver. We have modified classify item method. If the total weight exceeds the specified maximum capacity is 5000. It is a constant value created here. When the total weight exceeds that maximum capacity, the recycling machine is displaying a warning message to the user, machine is full. And each time user inserts an item, the total weight of the inserted item is counted. That's how I have achieved activities in here. In addition to this recycling machine displaying the status of the machine. When you insert items, you can find the total weight of inserted items and what is the maximum capacity and what is the number of inserted items. To do that, I have created these methods, get status and get num items methods in deposit item receiver to display the status of the machine in the graphical user interface. And the next feature is the reset machine button. In this interface, there's a button to reset your machine. If user wants to reset the machine before printing the receipt, he can hit on this reset machine button and all items will be cleared. And also, it is helpful to switch between different printers without getting the machine reset. You can print receipt on main interface, you can print receipt on display class, you can print your receipt on console without getting reset the machine, and at the end of your task you can click on reset machine button to reset it. So that's how I have achieved all the activities given in this recycling machine assignment. Thank you.